got a special guest with us this morning.
I'm so excited about this because I celebrated St. Patrick's weekend at a show in the city. It's about one of New York's great Irishmen, James Cagney, and I met the co-star at the stage exit door. Yeah, there's a restraining order in the works for me, I'm sure. Well, it turns out he's from Katonah, and he listens to the show, so I loved meeting him. His name is Bruce Sabbath. He plays Jack Warner in the show Cagney, just off-Broadway. Bruce, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you. Good to be with you guys.
And you're from Katonah, like smack dab in our listening area. When I bumped into you after the show, I was so impressed with you on stage and that you're one of us.
We've been living in Katonah since the turn of the century, as we like to say. Moved there literally in December of 1999 as we were anticipating, the Y2K and wondering if all the power would go out.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You graduated from Harvard. Then after that, Wharton, I wouldn't even attempt to play tic-tac-toe with you.
Well, wait, you graduated from Harvard and you're doing theater now.
Right, your typical actor career path.
Yeah, so basically in between Harvard and the Broadway, you've been waiting tables. That's
Something
crazy.
Like that. It took a while to figure out, that this is what I wanted to do. I went back to school. I spent 2 years training with the amazing Bill Esper and some other folks doing, putting together an a la carte kind of MBA, I would call it, MFA, sorry. And came out and started auditioning, and I got really lucky. And about 10 years ago, my Broadway debut doing Stephen Sondheim's Company on Broadway, and we won the Tony for that with John Doyle as our director, and here we are.
Yeah,
Something tells me there might be another Tony in your future. Heading to Broadway in 2018. This is so exciting.
Congratulations on that.
Well, you never know until you're there, but Cagney has been an amazing run at the West Side Theater for almost a year now. We're going to be going through the end of May, and our producer wants to, wants to end strong at the West Side and go on to other things. She wants to bring us to L.A. possibly next fall, and then hopefully back to New York on a bigger stage. After that, we'll see what happens.
Was it tough to play this very mean, intimidating character since you're so nice?
Well, it is always so much fun to play the bad guy, gotta say.
Right.
Of course, I had no personal experience with Jack Warner, but, he was an infamous movie mogul, one of the greatest sort of creators of the movie industry, really despicable on one side and quite a genius on the other. I kind of have compared him to Steve Jobs in a way, in a completely different industry. But again, he was a guy who envisioned how things might be before anybody else saw them, and he sort of made things happen without asking other people's opinions of how of what direction he should be going.
You play a lot of characters in this, and I don't know how you do that, like with the quick changes and being fast on your feet, the dancing, the tapping.
You must have some interesting backstage changing costume stories then, huh?
Anything?
Well, it is absolutely crazy back there. My own fastest change is when I have to come off stage playing Jack Warner in a tuxedo at the SAG Awards in one scene, and then there's a flashback, and while the rest of the cast is doing what is a dress rehearsal from the movie Yankee Doodle Dandy, I am zipping off this fast change tuxedo, grabbing, putting on my other Warner outfit, and then I have to go back around backstage, down 2 flights of stairs, through the basement of the theater that takes you all the way to the front of the theater, through the lobby, up the stairs, into the auditorium, and downstairs into the house behind the audience.
When I first told Mr. Morning, he was like, "Oh, Cagney and Lacey." There's no Broadway show about Cagney and Lacey. Not yet, anyway.
Although a lot of people do make that joke. And Sharon Glass, who played Lacey, did come to see the show a couple months ago, which was really fun. And Tyne Daly, of course, who played Cagney and Lacey. I actually did a little piece with her a couple months ago, and she was all excited, and she was like, "I have to come see the show." And I was like, "You definitely do, because we need to get a picture of Cagney and Cagney."
Yeah, exactly. You gotta have that.
Well, best of luck in the play, Bruce. And when you get back from L.A. and you're hitting Broadway,
remember us.
We wish you all the success. Remember us. And you say hi to everybody in Katonah for us, okay?
Yes.
I certainly will.
Hats off to you, Bruce. Bruce Sabbath, thank you so much for joining us on the show. Loved it.
Thank you. Nice talking to you guys.